Can you start this off?
I guess so.
Okay. I'm Daniel.
I'm Bobby.
I'm Max, Mr. X.
And this is RootSync.live. Want to show the logo?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're back. Again, I'm Daniel, and
Yeah, Bobby.
Mr. X.
and we're here to talk about, well, the latest news from this week. Did anything happen to you guys this week?
Got our office set up in here. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Getting better day by day.
That's good. Anything else?
Anything you're in?
No.
Now you know our new toys came in from what is it, Think Geek?
Thank you.
What'd you think of our of the launcher?
Those of you out there who don't get the USB powered missile launcher like we reported on back in the day, it really power sucks. The missile maybe goes 4 feet, doesn't even fly straight. It's back heavy, so it pretty much flips around, flies at you sideways. And like I said, it only goes about 4 feet, so bad investment. Think Geek, shame on you.
Well, on that note, let's tell them save your money and go spend $8 on a Nerf gun like this.
This gets the job done well.
Really well. Okay, well, should we talk about our first story?
Let's do it.
Okay. Actually, this is one that I submitted. It's Apple is confirmed rumors that they're going to charge a small fee to activate the 802.11n features of their wireless MacBooks. Didn't you guys say something about you guys were working on in technology?
We played with N technology over a year ago, and it was like 8 times the range and 4 times as more data could be transferred between that and G. G, I think, was 54 megs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and wireless N just blows that out of the water. And the connectivity and range is just phenomenal compared to other technologies such as A, B, or G.
So what kind of devices? Do we get to see new devices rather than just the typical old ones?
They look the same, just like 3 antennas. They're actually set up to where you can have ad hoc systems easier.
Mm-hmm.
You can, just have your laptop with the ad hoc ability, and you have your wireless in, and then it's got wireless in, so your ad hoc is actually quite increased in range. So
That and a lot of the devices out now actually make it so that they transmit through walls better now with the N technology. They're made for office buildings with multiple floors of different people using wireless technology.
it's not only coverage, say distance. It goes up and down too. It covers in a dome.
Right.
Instead of just, horizontally.
You get the same range no matter what, up, down, left, right?
Yes.
Well, let's see. The next 2 stories are, again, mine. Sorry, guys. I've always reported on the Microsoft information. Well, they've released some info, or someone has calculated it up and released a little some story here regarding the differences between 95 and 98, or I'm sorry, 95 and Vista, and that's the numbers. Now this is how many people were programmers on each. On 95 there was 200 programmers. Mm-hmm. On Vista there was 2,000, 10 times more. Not only that, the compared to the number of lines in 95, Vista has 50 million? 50 million lines of code. Now that's unconfirmed by Microsoft. They never want to give away trade secrets.
That's a lot of coding.
That's a lot of programmers.
Yeah.
Now, of course, that's, from a business standpoint, that's not a lot of money to increase. It's only $100 between the 98 when it first came out, mm-hmm. and Vista, which is coming out at $199. So we get more.
Well, the market saturation too.
Yeah.
The market is, oh man, I don't even know how many folds over the market is now compared to when 95 came out.
Right. The next one is also a Vista related story here. they're reporting that Vista you'll be able to download Vista through a purchase. So unlike any of the other versions like 90 or like XP or any of those, you can actually download it and probably install it to an ISO and then run it on your installer.
And those for those of you who don't know, the most copies of Windows XP Home and Professional now that you can buy through Best Buy or CNET or any place like that usually come for the same price, come with a free upgrade to Vista. So you might want to check that out if you're building a new system.
And also on top of that, if you're building a new system, a lot of companies out there that offer customization, or even say Dell, they offer if you buy a system now, a certificate to upgrade to Vista for free. Yes.
Yeah, that's actually what I got with this laptop here.
Mm-hmm.
A free upgrade. So here in about 7 weeks, after the launch event, I'll get my copy of Vista.
The launch event we're going to, by the way.
Which I'm not sure if it'll be in next week's episode. However, it'll probably be in the week after. I'm going to really push these guys to make sure that it's out. And we're going to catch up on all the videos. Of course, you guys won't see this until after those have already been published, so I won't even bother saying that. Yeah.
We can take that out.
Yeah, we can take that out. Okay, what else do we got here? Max, you got a couple of... or Mr. X?
Yes. Game consoles and games and accessories in 2006 topped $12.5 billion in 2006. What I was reading off MSNBC was that December alone, I think they made $6.4 million on just games, just in December alone of 06. But just the figures for game sales and hardware sales are just insane from past years. Hardware sales up 43% to $4.6 billion. And also Activision and THQ are now considered better investment opportunities than EA. So
wow.
If you're into stock market, you might want to look into that.
Let's see, what else do we got?
Well, on top of that, I mean, look at the consoles that have been released in the recent years. And I mean, Sony,
just now with
Sony and Microsoft,
PS3.
and Nintendo. I mean, yeah, those titles and the anticipation and marketing that have been, building up for those systems. And
right, came out just in time for Christmas.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer why December was the best month for console game sales.
Well, even then, I bought a console.
Right.
I've never bought a console.
Yeah.
I haven't played with a console since my dad bought one for me. And that was the original Nintendo. So, let's see, what else we got here?
Hey, my last console was the original PlayStation.
No, I think I went from the Atari, the original Atari, graduated to the Nintendo.
My dad in storage had a ColecoVision, and it's always been around. It's got like Hunt the Wumpus on it. I mean, it's crazy what you can get with 2 bits.
Let's see, what's this? Here's a little blunder from Microsoft. Turns out they've released with their updates. A week ago, they released the Excel patches. Mm-hmm. Apparently, there's been a couple holes for it. Well, the new the patches that were released last week, if you had the China version or any of the foreign language versions, it completely screwed up their systems.
Ooh.
So they've re-released the patches for Excel.
What was wrong with it? Just the language trying to take over the registry or something?
It had something to do with that. I'm not sure what exactly.
Seems bad.
Yeah, doesn't it? Let's see what else we got here.
Well, Stargate movie.
Stargate movie. There's another one.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I didn't tell you about this already.
No.
Stargate is I don't know if I read this correctly, but with the ends of the seasons, I don't know if they're ending the seasons with it or if they're taking off and trying to coincide both Stargates. Mm-hmm. But they're making another movie, so the Stargate fans out there, I like Stargate myself.
I love Stargate.
Yeah, and
Woohoo!
Go Stargate, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited about this movie. Same thing with the Transformers movie. I'm waiting because I think that's going to be awesome.
The trailer sucks. Don't watch the trailer.
It makes you sad.
Yeah.
Well, shall we? Well, we've done enough stories for right now. Do you guys want to do a tip?
Let's do tip of the day.
Tip of the day. Okay. Well, we're back, and wasn't that a great tip?
That was awesome. I think I'm going to put some of that in my coffee next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, actually, speaking of things to drink, you know, here's a little plug. We have to do it. Come on. I mean, who pays all the bills for everything here?
Oh.
That'd be Heath Computers. And, oh yeah, that's this place right here, yeah. And,
This wonderful office here.
and we're being supplied, with our nice new share of balls.
Blue balls.
Yep. And and Mountain Dew, of course. So, there, we've done our plug. Now, what's next?
Love working for Heath Computers.
Woohoo! It's a great job. Why is that blinking?
Let's get our stories before it stops.
Okay, let's do it.
Because remember, I think the blinking means bad.
I think that might be a tape. Okay, what's your next story here?
Galactic-size space rings. They emit vibrations that scientists believe they can transmit into sound. Although they may not be audible to the human ear, they might be able to modify them so that you can hear them. But right now, it's just all theory. They don't have any way of proving it. And but what it's based on is Einstein's theory of relativity, and this all ties into it. You should check it out. Go to RootSync.live here and check out galactic-sized rings emit gravitational waves, and just follow the link, and it can say more than I can.
Okay, what else we got here? Now, solar shields.
You know, all these cartoons, The Simpsons have done it, Futurama's done it. Well, they're looking to deploy these. I think
We're going to drop giant things of ice into the ocean to...
Not quite.
No.
But it was on that same episode of Futurama. Well, they're going to fly up, or supposedly this is a way that, you know, keep Earth cool, to send up mirrors that reflect, you know, a certain amount of light back out away from our atmosphere. But the concept was a 2-foot ring made out of a thin film that would actually be lighter than a butterfly. But it's a 2-foot ring of reflected film, and they're talking about deploying, say, like 80,000. And I think that'd be real efficient to do, seeing out the weight and the cost of sending things into space. So I mean, global warming. I don't know. It's just seems it could be dangerous, or it could work out.
Okay.
There's no telling.
So what else do we got here?
It's like another one of my stories.
Okay.
When 64-bit computers were introduced, we had PCIe, and that increased the bandwidth by 2x then. Well, now we're getting into the PCI 2.0, which will increase the bandwidth in between the card and the motherboard to 5 gigabytes a second. And I mean,
Insane.
what kind of card needs to talk to the motherboard at 5 gigs a second?
My
Guess-
computer does.
Guess we'll be finding out, won't we?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll get there.
HP is developing a processor, actually. They're getting into the processor market. They're trying to develop a 45 nanometer technology processor, which means a die is going to be roughly the size of your thumbnail. Because right now we're already pushing 65 nanometer with a lot of Intels and AMD just released. But if HP can release a 45 nanometer processor, then I think they're going to have a pretty good jump in the processor industry. And it's also looking to put up to 8 times as many transistors onto that die, which that is an insane amount of calculations per second. Always.
Okay, well, this has been a great episode.
I agree.
We'll have a few more decor changes here on our next show, and possibly even the Vista launch.
Oh yes.
So
It'll be exciting.
tune in next time. And in the meantime, I'm Daniel.
I'm still Bobby.
And I'm Mr. X.
And this has been RootSync.live.